Hi Aries, welcome to your What They Aren't Telling You reading for March 2020. Everything you need to know about this reading is in the description box below. This is intended to be a romantic love reading, but it may resonate in other areas of your life. Also, my voice is coming back, so I'm prepared. But also, this might be yours or your person's moon, rising, or Venus sign. Might resonate with that. I got my little lozenges over here, so in case anything starts to get weird, you can pop one of those in. All right, Aries. What do we got for Aries? For Aries. All right, for Aries. Whoopsie. The Emperor. There you are. The Emperor. Okay. Temperance. So Aries, Sagittarius. Leo, the sun. That could be Leo. Look at that. 3 for 3. 3 of Swords. Ouch. 5 of Swords, but that's okay. That's also awareness, moving through it. 5 of Swords. Oof. Pardon me. Queen of Pentacles. That could be Capricorn. The Devil. This could also be Capricorn. And Queen of Wands. That could be Sagittarius. All right, so we got 2 queens here. Interesting. Hold on. I'm going to put one of these in just in case. I can feel a little scratchiness in my throat. I'm a little loving. All right. So, what? Let me get the. Where did you go? Here we are. Okay. So, did somebody cheat? Somebody doing? Did you have to finish a sentence? Use your words. Did you have to steal away for something, or be stealthy about something? Be strategic here. Let's see. They're not gonna, they don't want the situation to change. If they cheated and did something dishonorable, they're gonna do it again. This is someone that has no intentions of, for the Aries that I'm reading for, they don't have any intention of changing their behavior. They're fine with the way things have ended or where they've landed. They're fine with that. It feels like that they might, it's almost like, okay, I'm just going to take some time to look at, or I'm going to work on it, I promise. No, they're not. They like the way things are. And it leaves you with a broken heart because they won't, leaves you feeling cut off and like you're by yourself because they won't, things are the way they are, and that's the way they are, and it's going to be this way. It's going to be their way or not at all, and they're fine with that. It's very simple for them. It's been this way, and it's going to be that way. What's his temperance about? His temperance about? The Hierophant, that could be Taurus. That's his 3 of Swords about. The Fool. Good. What's his Sun card about? For Aries. What's his Sun card about? Honest to God, I was looking at this going, that's sad. Is that Judgment? And their Judgment. Okay. Cancer, Scorpio, or Sagittarius. What's his 5 of Swords? Oops. Okay, 5 of Swords. Wow. All right. That's Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Cups. Okay, so this is... I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. I feel like either this is someone with a very high degree of integrity, or there's someone that's just their way, the highway is the highway. Like their way or the highway. What's this Devil about? But it feels like this is someone, there's definite, someone like, this is someone that can be very controlling, or the buck stops with them. Like there's no, on the one hand, it's someone that, it'd be nice to have that kind of leadership in a relationship, or, you know what I mean? Like if it was solid leadership, like someone's invested and they you know, you rely on them for certain things, they rely on you. There's that nice balance. But what's showing here is that there's someone that has just basically it's their way or the highway, and that it's rigid. That's what it is. It's rigid control. What's this Queen of Wands? The Magician. Okay, what's this Three of Swords? All right, Aries. Queen of Wands. So this could be Aries. Aries. Look at these Queen of Wands. Okay. Aries. Ooh. This Gemini, Virgo, or Aries right here. This feels like, is this someone wanting to take time to understand how they feel? Hear me out. I know that's a different direction than what I was going in before. I think this is someone that wants to find someone they can trust, someone that is stepping up to end the cycle of we can't keep relating to each other this way. This feels like someone that doesn't want to deal with any more shenanigans, that wants a reprieve, and either they're blaming you for that, probably that, or they understand what they're doing and they're pulling back. I don't think it's as noble as that. In light of the cards that have just shown up, this is someone that is kind of okay with the way things are and thinks that's the way it should be. The interesting thing is, though, is that you said something to them. I don't know what the heck you said, but it is making them think, only they don't want you to know that. They want to give this appearance of control and that everything's fine and it's their choosing and this was by their design. But this is someone that's, there's this, you said something and it's actually made them want to see if there's anything to what you said. You called them out on something. You kind of said, maybe it was what you said when you broke up with them, or when there was that disconnect or that breakup or whatever's going on, because there's them reflecting and thinking about what you said. So they want you to see them as somebody that's fine with this, and this was my decision and I'm in control, and I'm not putting up with this. But it actually has made them think. So there's that. Now, this could also be someone that sees you as having done wrong to them, that there was feeling like they needed to flee and establish no contact because of the toxic load of this relationship, and that they've needed to, I mean, I know this is kind of, but this could be someone that just felt like they needed to completely sequester themselves and that they're done, no more, because they want brighter days ahead, and there is no what they aren't telling you because you're not in communication with them. This is someone that has cut things off to find peace and stability in their life again and to pick up the pieces. So kind of wildly different than before, but the way it felt at first, it felt like this was somebody that was kind of smothering you. And now it feels like someone that is turning, I mean, and maybe they're fooling me too, right? But somebody in the relationship feels like they needed to end it because the dynamic, things were going to stay the same. So that person, and it feels like another Aries, and maybe that's why it's getting kind of mushy, because this could be, there's Aries all over the place here. Could be dealing with another Aries, two Aries, right? But from what's showing here, in light of all the cards laid out, it's like there's been some kind of deception or betrayal, or someone's figured something out. And in light of that, they've had to put their foot down and end the connection to break the cycle of abuse, of just junk and crap and not good stuff, and hoping for brighter days ahead. And this person isn't even apologetic for cutting things off. They are actually quite hopeful, and they really like the outlook for their future now that this has been, like, they're making decisions and choices to cut this off. So this is somebody who, but It's weird. On the one hand, it feels like this could be a really controlling person that's making it seem like you did them wrong, and or they know they did you wrong, but nothing's going to change. They don't care. They'll find something. So it could be that. And that's originally, it was like, whoa. But then this is starting to feel like they feel like they were done wrong, and there is no conversation here. There is what they're not telling you, because they're not telling you anything. They want to find stability. They want to get away from this dynamic. And if they have to create it for themselves, they will. And they'll take their punches and lumps, but they want the kind of relationship that they want. They want love, stability. They want things to be happy. They want communal connection. They want someone that will work with them, or a partnership. So this, and honestly, it's like, am I dealing with two Aries here? Because it keeps flipping on me. It's it's that fish. It felt like they were trying to blame you for it, or I'm sorry, that they were to blame originally, like that your person, and this is what makes me think it's both of you, because it's like you two have the same opinion of each other. That both of you are Aries. Okay, so anyway, to simplify, this is somebody that is fine for the return to stability in their life. They want the control, and it is worth more to them to have that than it is to work out any kind of issues with you. Probably no surprise, I'm preaching to the choir. You might be upset about that and sad, but cutting off contact is the best way to deal with this, and making yourself a fresh start, not with this person, because they plan to do the same. They are laying everything at your feet. They are wanting distance from this to get their life back on stable, solid ground. In their mind, you were the one who betrayed them. They could have done the betraying, and they just that's what they're just going to do, and it's always going to be, any kind of relationship they have is always going to be on their terms. And they're at peace with what they've done, because it's their way or the highway. That you could be dealing with that. Or this is somebody that is saying, Aries, you betrayed me, and I am really looking forward to brighter days ahead by myself, because I really want, they didn't even explain why. They just cut things off. They're just done. And it's almost like they would say, well, you know why I did. You know this is not a good relationship, or you know you did me wrong. And so they're not even apologetic for it. They're not even like trying to disguise anything. They just cut it off. And we've got someone that really wants to figure out a new way and move beyond this dynamic. There's no hope for reconciliation here. This is someone that is not going to budge or change their mind. For the Aries I'm reading for, you're probably like, well, that's fine. Good riddance. Because an X is an X for a reason, right? But there is remorse and sadness and regret here. What else for Aries? Okay, so we got Temperance. Did we not have a Temperance? Okay, we got the Hierophant and Judgment. These have the same feel to me. So sometimes I get... Anyway, Temperance, that's Sagittarius. So taking some time, getting some perspective, things renormalizing, stabilizing, taking some time for yourself. This is not... You two are off limits. That's an order. You two are off limits for each other for now. Probably preaching the choir, I know. 9 of Wands. All right. There's that whole nothing. You two are both standing your ground. You both have the same opinion of each other. You're both like, I'm not budging. It is what it is. What's done is done. And you two are like this, as it should be. Neither one of you are forcing this. There's somebody obviously very sad here. I can't tell if it's you or your partner, and I think I'm talking about two Aries here. I think I'm talking about two Aries in relationship with each other. But there's wisdom to it. There's perspective. So you realize that it needs to be this way. Both of you are kind of accepting, or at least seeing the other person's position for what it is. But your person, Aries, feels like they're very comfortable laying this at your feet. Like they're kind of blaming you, whether it's accurate or not. They see you as a source of their sadness and heartache that you caused this. Doesn't have to be true, it's just from their filter. What else for? So we got the Nine of Wands here, not budging, coming full circle and being like, nope, I'm going to use this experience to be stronger for it. And I know what I want and why I want what I want. What else for Aries? Queen of Swords, Libra, cut it off. This is, I mean, you could examine your own motives or intentions or whatever, but this isn't you and your person working it out or having those clarifying conversations. This is you making those decisive cuts in your life, being organized, independent, moving forward without, this is sort of dealing with this on your own and accepting the reality of it and making choices based on that, and not trying to reconcile or, with this person. This is choosing a new path. In light of what's happened, this is, their truth is their truth. I don't like saying that because I have my own opinions about that, about what truth and all that, I think there's one truth and then there's different versions or someone's experience, but there's one truth. Anyway, this is someone that, their mind's made up and they want to pursue what is going to be the best relationship for them, where they feel what their version of safe and stable is, and they want time to think and time to kind of review. But part of me can't help thinking, is this someone that just is kind of blind to their own issues, that just wants to see things the way it is, and it's very easy for them to blame others and cut and run because of that. Because when someone is human or someone is not who they need them to be, they just could be somebody who has high standards, but it feels it could also be that this is somebody that just needs you to be perfect all the time, or they have no use for you. I think that's where the confusion. I can't tell if this is someone that's super controlling and you're like, I'm out, or they're, or you're super controlling and I'm out, or if it's someone that just, this is based on their personal integrity and their, this doesn't meet their criteria of what a loving relationship should be in their mind, and they want to seek elsewhere for that. Either way, this is about you seeing things for what it is and taking a much needed break from this. What else for Aries? I'm glad I finally got there. Jeez Louise. Beginning was rough. Choice, yes. I got 2 cards. I do not. Okay, so that's what she's showing up for. To have you see things clearly and choose your new beginning and then make it happen. Make it happen. This is about you getting back out there, just as your person's going to. This is about you getting back out there and going after what you want. Not staying stuck, learning from it, seeing it for what it is, having perspective, coming full circle, being stronger for it, and getting back out there, but not with this person. Your person's pretty resolute. What else for Aries? Aries. 10 of Wands reversed. Good. Lightening the load. King of Pentacles. Okay, good. So no more good effort going after bad. No. The weight has been lifted. This was a lot. This connection was a lot. And as you move through the sadness and the grief, and your person does, you both will see that, and you need to choose differently. This is, this could be talking about someone's choice to repair, but it doesn't seem like they'd be open to it. Maybe they're hopeful for a reconciliation if you were to choose to work on some things, or vice versa. Maybe you're hopeful if they make, if they decide that, okay, I was wrong, I need to work on that. But that's a far stretch here. This feels like someone's pretty resolute on things remaining the way they are, because it was simply, the dynamic was not good. It was pretty unhealthy. It was just too much. There was, it was very one-sided, where someone was doing a lot of the work and someone else was just consuming or taking. And it's much more preferable to be under yourself. This could be Virgo, but this is someone preferring their own, just life returning back to stable, normal. We got Queen of Pentacles right here, King of Pentacles. Someone really wants some stability. That's what they're That's what they're looking for. That's what love means to them, is when things are stable, predictable, and they're provided for and attended to. Like everything is just so. This is someone that prefers that over intense connection and all that they want. It's kind of like saying someone would want to know if someone's going to be around for X amount of time and be able to provide such and such. That is what they want. Not that they're, a materialistic, but rather they can't really be vulnerable or fall for somebody until certain criteria are met. Like they know that, okay, this and this is going to be okay, or this and this is stable, because they value that. They value stability and predictability and routine, and being able to know that, okay, for this amount of time I am safe, whether that means being provided for or just loved or attended to, whatever that means. That's what love means to them. All right, shutting up. Okay, thank you if you made it this far. It's kind of messy at first. I hope this was helpful, and I hope you are moving through this and seeing it for what it is, and letting it kind of inform your choices for future. This is not for you to stay here and either beat yourself up or feel stuck or feel sad or burdened by this. You have been liberated, and you get to return to stability. Both of you get to return to stability and pursue that for whatever that means for each of you. But this is not to stay stuck and beat yourself up. This is you got here because of the choices you made, and so did your person. It's about choosing differently and new beginnings for the both of you. Okay. I hope this was helpful. I hope to see you in the next reading, Aries. Happy birthday coming up to you in March. All right, you take care. Oh, and thank you for stopping by. Love and support to you. Take care.